The Clone Army's execution of Order 66 resulted in the destruction of the Jedi Order, as nearly all of the 10,000 or so Jedi Knights who pledged themselves to the Order were killed by their former companions under the command of Darth Sidious. Despite the clones' betrayal, however, not every Jedi was killed. Powerful Jedi Masters like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Grandmaster Yoda, along with some fortunate and opportunistic Padawans like Ahsoka Tano, managed to survive. Among these survivors was another Jedi Padawan named Caleb Dume, who narrowly escaped thanks both to the sacrifice of his master as well as the mercy of Clone Force 99, whose inhibitor chips, which were installed to force all clones to comply to the Emperor's wishes, did not activate with the rest of the clone army. Because of the delay in the activation of their chips, Hunter, the group's leader, maintained his ability to think independently and thus allowed the young Jedi Padawan to escape. From there, young Caleb Dume went into hiding. He swapped his lightsaber for a blaster to conceal his identity. He renounced the Jedi way and he changed his name from Caleb Dume to Kanan Jarrus. After spending some time working various underground jobs, Kanan would meet Hera Syndulla, a Twi'lek woman who had joined the ascending Rebel Alliance. Kanan would join Hera, becoming her second in command, and the two of them would go on to lead the Ghost Crew, and in time they would develop a romantic relationship. Within this time period, the Ghost Crew would encounter a young, Force-sensitive boy working the streets of Lothal. The boy's name was Ezra Bridger, and in time, he would become the apprentice of Kanan Jarrus, who would re-establish his commitment to the Jedi way, and train Ezra in the ways of the Force. Throughout their run together, Ezra and Kanan would encounter many powerful beings, from the Grand Inquisitor all the way up to Darth Vader. Kanan himself was only a Jedi Padawan when he lost his own master, and so the two of them would make great strides together as each of them continued to expand their knowledge of the Force. Kanan would teach Ezra what he knew about the Force and warn him of the dangers of the dark side, and together both of them would learn to open themselves up again. After the trauma each of them endured in their younger years, with the help of each other and the rest of the Ghost Crew, Ezra and Kanan would learn to put their trust in other people again, and the two of them would develop a strong bond with one another. Early on in Ezra's training, the Grand Inquisitor was tasked with hunting down the two Jedi, but after multiple failed attempts at turning either of them to the dark side, capturing them or killing them, the Grand Inquisitor was defeated by Kanan, at which point he chose to fall to his demise, proclaiming that there are some things far more frightening than death. Soon thereafter, Darth Vader would take matters into his own hands, arriving to take care of these pesky Jedi himself. Vader would dominate Kanan and Ezra, striking tremendous fear into both of them, but they were lucky enough to escape with their lives. Later in the story, Kanan would be blinded by the former Sith Lord Darth Maul, after being struck across the face by Maul's lightsaber. But thanks to the guidance of the Force entity known as the Bendu, Kanan would learn to see things through the Force. In time, Kanan would also train Sabine Wren, not particularly in the ways of the Force per se, but in how to wield the dark saber, and how to connect with its kyber crystal. Thanks to Kanan, Sabine would learn to become one with the blade, and through his teachings she would win the saber, becoming its rightful owner before gifting it to Bo-Katan. As the Ghost Crew's impact on the growing conflict between the Empire and the Rebellion intensified, the Empire assigned one Grand Admiral Thrawn, a highly revered and brilliant tactician within the Empire, to wipe the rebels out and to take Ezra Bridger's home planet of Lothal once and for all. In the end, Thrawn would fail, but the rebels' victory would not come without consequence. Late in their fight to liberate Lothal from the clutches of the Empire, Hera Syndulla was captured, and the Ghost Crew embarked on a rescue mission with which they were successful. But as the crew escaped, an Imperial walker was ordered to fire at the fuel pod upon which Kanan stood. With one hand, the Jedi Knight would hold back the roaring fire caused by the explosion, and with the other, he would force Hera backward into the arms of his apprentice who stood on the rescue ship. In the seconds before his death, Kanan would regain his vision, just before thrusting both of his hands forward, pushing the rebels' ship away and being engulfed in flames. While Kanan would disappear from the physical realm, he would remanifest as a part of the cosmic force, appearing to his apprentice in the form of a massive Loth wolf, who would guide Ezra to victory on Lothal. In The Rise of Skywalker, the voice of Kanan Jarrus can be heard among the various Force ghosts who call out to Rey as she summons the strength to rise and defeat the revived Darth Sidious. And in the finale of the Star Wars Rebels series, it is also revealed that Kanan had a son, Jacen Syndulla, who would be raised by his mother as a member of the Ghost crew. And that is a brief explanation of Kanan Jarrus and the legacy he left behind for his friends and family. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead and wrap this video up here, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, remember to drop a like to support the channel, subscribe to the channel if you are new, comment, leave your thoughts, and until next time, remember, the Force will be with you, always.